This man just came in my comments and told me to get my ass up and get to work. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting my ass up and hitting record because my job right now is to be a YouTuber, and I've been very bad at that job. So thank you, kind sir, for that motivational speech. It truly cracks me up how people come into your comments talking crazy to you sometimes over a fraction of your life that you choose to share online. Like, sir, please leave me alone. That man said that, I must get off the struggle bus and get my ass a job and blah, blah, blah. I have the privilege right now, the absolute privilege of being granted this gift of downtime so I can pivot if I want to. And I don't take that lightly. I think that is a gift, and I'm so appreciative of it because I want to pivot right now. I'm choosing to pivot right now. And some people might look at it and say, you're a 42-year-old woman with a child depending on you. You don't have that privilege. You don't have that luxury. You need to hustle and grind and 9 to 5. Please stop projecting that on me. That ain't it for me. And I don't buy into that. I don't believe that at all. So, I think it's cute sometimes that I'm a 42-year-old content creator, but that's what I want to do in my life. And I feel like some people are kind of a little bit, to some people it's off-putting, and that's fine. To some people, they're like, what are you doing with your life? Why are you throwing it away? And I'm like, are you crazy? I am doing exactly what I want to do with my life. Like, thanks for the concern, but I don't want to get up at 6 a.m. to hustle and grind until 6 p.m. and have someone else raise my child. And that's not the life that I desire. I decided that I want to be able to stay home with my child, to be able to explore and experience the world and my surroundings if I wanted to. And I realized that content creation is a very viable avenue to do that. And so that is my dream right now, and I am chasing that dream. And leave me alone if you think that is absolutely foolish and I'm too grown for that and I should be in someone's 9 to 5 doing hustle culture. You don't have to watch my content. You don't have to leave comments. You can shake your head and say, look at that child wasting her life away while I'm over here enjoying my life. Like, what are you talking about? So anyway, I have been in Florida for 2 weeks now, and I've only put out, this is my second video. So you're right, I have been lacking and slacking even on the job and the dream that I'm chasing. So I'm gonna start correcting that right now. Today, we start back daily videos today because I have to get on it. Truth be told is that while I have been here, I have been laying the footwork and the groundwork to go back to Jamaica. A lot of y'all don't think that I should go back to Jamaica. I don't know why. Like, I really do love my country, and I've been laying the groundwork to make sure that my transition back to Jamaica is or as easeful as I can make it. I've been looking for jobs, been applying to jobs, been tapping into the network that I left there, because I left a solid network of people there that I can hopefully help me to ease my transition back, because I do want to go back to Jamaica and get a job while I do the YouTube thing and the content creation thing. There is no reason why they can't both be in alignment together, and I can make multiple sources of income. So while I'm here, I have the gift of just focusing on YouTube and content creation, and I love that for me. But I am still working hard to make sure that when we go back to Jamaica, everything is happy. A lot of people think that I'm on the struggle bus because I said in the past that one of the reasons that things went haywire for us in Mexico is that I lost my main source of income. Nobody wants to listen and hear when I said main source. I'm someone who works online. I have multiple sources of income, and so the most cushiest one it left through the door. I'm not struggling, guys. I'm just not where I would love to be. Everybody would love a life of luxury, however you design luxury. And when that income left, we had to go back on a very tight budget. But y'all don't see me out here like the struggle bus that you think that I'm on. It's not real. The kind gentleman went on to say that my child needs stability, and so I need to go back into a job to give her stability. First of all, don't speak on my child. You don't know my child. Second of all, I think that it is such a great thing that I gave her the gift of being able to live abroad, live outside of her country, to see different cultures, to see how people live. I think I opened up her experiences, her mindset. We went on this grand adventure, and I don't take it lightly. And we stayed there as long as we did because she loved it. She absolutely loved Mexico. She adored it. She was still in school. So whatever stability you think is missing from my child's life, sir, you need to get that out of your head. You need to fix your mindset and realize that there are multiple ways to live your life and still thrive. And my child right now is thriving like I have never seen her before. She loved Mexico. As I said, that's the reason why we stayed as long as we did, because for me, I had checked out of Mexico maybe a year in. I was like, all right, this is cute. Can we move on now? And she was like, no, I really love it here. She had made roots, she had made friends, all of that. So she, as I said, is the reason why we stayed as long as we did. Now let us clear up some of the misconceptions of people telling me why I left Mexico. I left Mexico for two main reasons. Number one was because, like I said, I had checked out of the Mexico experience maybe a year in. I thought it was cute. I thought it was, I loved that I went to explore and see it for myself and answer the question for myself: do I want to live abroad? Do I want to live somewhere else? The answer for me is a solid no, and I will not have that regret in my life. I had that inkling, that desire when I was in Jamaica. I kept telling people this, and maybe I need to insert clips of my apartment here so that you can kind of see where I'm coming from. I didn't leave Jamaica in any kind of struggle. I didn't leave Jamaica because things were so bad. I didn't leave Jamaica because of any kind of like, I need to get out of this place. A lot of people do leave Jamaica because of the crime, or they're in search of financial opportunities elsewhere. I did not leave Jamaica for that. I left Jamaica simply because my life was set up in a way where I was not tied to a 9-to-5. I was always working from home even before the pandemic hit. And so I was like, I can work from anywhere. Let's go on this grand adventure and try it out and see if I wanted to live somewhere else, because I had that desire to travel and do the digital nomad thing. And 1 year into it, I realized that it was not for me. I realized that I love having a home base. I love my culture. I love my friends. I love everything about like my nightlife and my setup in Jamaica. I love the apartment that I was in, and I'm hoping to be able to go back into a nice, lovely, cushy apartment. I love my life in Jamaica. Jamaica is and will always be my home base. I wanted to travel more, and I would not have known that had I not left. So I would have always been in Jamaica thinking, oh my God, I want to live abroad. I want to live abroad. Now I know that for sure I do not want to live abroad. So reason number one why I left Mexico is because I went, I tried, I saw it, I realized, okay, this is cute, but I want to go back home and then travel more from Jamaica. And that's okay. That is a legit reason. Like, people keep saying to me, why don't you try somewhere else? Or why don't you do this instead? Guys, it's okay for me to love my country. It really is. There's a lot wrong with my country. I know that, but all of it can't leave it behind for it for sinking at the ground. Some people have to stay behind and try to build it up and help it be a better place, because I love the country for what it is. So if I can help in whatever small fraction of a way to build it up back so it is better than what it is right now, put me in, coach, put me in. I am ready. I'm now ready to try and fight a little bit to make my country better so that my generation, my offsprings, will love to go back to Jamaica, even if it's for vacation. I would love for, because I don't think Munchkin is going to live in Jamaica when she's an adult, honest to God. But I would love it if it's one of her favorite vacation destinations and she goes back to Jamaica all the time. I would love that. And she's not going to do that if the country doesn't continue to progress. I'm willing and ready to go back home and try to make my country better in whatever small fraction I can. Now, reason number two why I left Mexico was absolutely because of what is happening right now with Jamaicans being turned away from Mexico for a variety of reasons. Like, we are just not being let into the country. And I am not going to live in a country, guys, where my mom can't come visit me. Like, are you okay? Like, that don't make no damn sense. Like, if my mom cannot come and visit me easily in the country, like my mom, next to my child, my mom is the most important person in my life next to my child. So that don't make no sense. My mom needs to be able to go and come easily into the country. If she can't, then I'm not going to live in a place where she doesn't feel welcome. So when she was turned away from Mexico, I put my plan in motion to leave immediately. And so that is how I find myself needing just this kind of middle ground to be like, okay, I left, but I didn't leave with a plan. And so I have very good friends who were like, yes, you can come and stay with me. Like, my friends would love if I stayed even longer. I am the one, guys, who want to go back home. Like, somebody else left a comment that it's going to be so easy for me to like live out my welcome in my friend's home or whatever. I am a person who I have lived in my apartment and welcome friends into my home who need somewhere to stay. I know what it's like to live out your welcome. I know what it's like to feel uncomfortable when people are in your home, and I know what it's like to be in someone else's home and both of it starts to feel uncomfortable. And I am prepared to, if that ever reaches that spot, to be like, okay, this was nice, thank you for your hospitality, and bounce. But some people live good. Like, some people really and truly live good, and you can go to their house and stay for an extended period and it's okay. Just like I have had friends come over to my house and stay for extended periods, and it was completely fine, because some people actually really and truly live good. What do you know? So yeah, as I said, where I am now, both me and my daughter, we are very truly comfortable, and we could stay here longer if I wanted to. But I'm actually very excited and very anxious to get back home to Jamaica and kind of restart life how I had set it up back home, and then just take it to the next level from there. So yeah, those are the two reasons that I'm leaving Mexico. One, because I didn't like living elsewhere, I want to live back home. And two, because I'm not going to stay in a country where my mom can't come and visit me easily. Let's talk a little bit about like passport privilege right now, and how traveling on a Jamaican passport is so difficult and it's so frustrating. It is really and truly taking the wind out from my sails. Like, I feel like travel for me right now is on pause, because I just watched the video of SFJ Lifestyle. He has a channel with almost 250,000 subscribers. He is a fishing person in Jamaica who, he has started to travel around the Caribbean, and he had planned this great grand bucket list trip of spearfishing in Mexico. So he paid for his, excursions and his boating trip and all of that. And they turned him away in Mexico City. And they said one of the reasons why they turned him away is because he didn't have an invite letter. Guys, I need you Americans to level with me here. Have you ever decided that you are going to go to Paris to see the Eiffel Tower? You book your hotel, you book your accommodation, you book your tours or whatever. Have you ever thought about, oh, maybe I should get an invite letter to go on a tourist trip to go see the Eiffel Tower? That doesn't even cross your mind. But as Jamaicans, we have to think so much deeper when we're traveling. Like, who would have thought that this man who has this great following, he has his everything lined up, he has paperwork to show that he has tours and hotels and this paid for, he has his return ticket, he has everything lined up, he's going on this grand adventure to go spearfishing in Mexico, and they said no, you need an invite letter to go spearfishing in another. Like, that blew my mind. And I've just been hearing stories and stories of more people who have been turned away at the Mexico border for whatever reason. Now, I'm not saying, as I said, I know my Jamaican people, and I'm not saying we are innocent. There are reasons why we are scrutinized so heavily when we travel. But I'm just saying that if I do have all of my paperwork to show you, you can still be turned back. Like, so much money has been lost, gone down the drain, all of his excursions, all of his flights, ongoing flights, because you can't spearfish in Mexico City. He had ongoing flights booked. He had all of that booked. All of that gone down the drain. And I'm just like, for me right now, travel is like, it's frustrating as a Jamaican traveling on a Jamaican passport. It's difficult, it's frustrating. It just makes it no one gonna way. It make you want to stay a yard and make your yard better. Because as we say in Jamaica, no we're not better than yard, no we're not nicer than yard. And for me, like, it's just too haggling and too difficult and too scrutinizing and dehumanizing to go through some of these experiences. And so I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna sit my butt down in Jamaica for a while right now and just kind of rebuild my life there. And we check back into this travel thing later on, later down, later down. Like, I don't know about this whole grand travel adventure anymore. It has been put on pause for me for right now. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to like share a deeper, some deeper insights into why I left Mexico, to clear up any confusion and to share just some thoughts that I have on traveling on a Jamaican passport right now, because it's not nice. I'm gonna link the young man's video in my description box. I encourage y'all to go and watch it and support his channel. His channel is absolutely amazing because he takes you under the water when he's spearfishing, and you see the beautiful scenery of Jamaican rivers and the beaches, and it is just, I wish I was an outdoor girly when I watch his videos, but me, no. I like to go and sit with a beach chair and sip cocktails. Like, that's probably about it. He does the whole thing, but the scenery he takes, his drone shots, his underwater shots, is beautiful. And so my heart, I wept for him when I saw the video. He was able to capture like what they had to sleep on when he was in detention, because when you're detained in Mexico and they decide that they're going to send you back, there are not many flights from Mexico to Jamaica, so a lot of them have to stay overnight, just like my mother did, and you're sleeping on a metal slab in a cold room. Like, it's crazy, guys. It's crazy. It just kind of turns you off from travel for a bit. That's how I feel right now. Like, the trauma that I had to go through when my mom was going through that, like, I am cool on travel right now. I just want to go back on my yard and take my lovely commentator's advice and go get a job. I'll come off of the struggle bus that he thinks I am on. Like, life is good. Life is absolutely good for me, and I realize that I need to start telling a better story, because I also believe in manifestation and that words mean things. And so, I have to stop saying that, when I lost my job, this happened and blah 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 blah, because I'm keeping that story in my vibration, and that story is long gone, guys. That was last year April, not even 2024. No, I lost that one job in April 2023, and we have been in Mexico this entire time. I traveled to Jamaica. Like, guys, have y'all seen all the content from then? Like, come on, guys. The struggle bus that y'all think I'm on, like, okay, let me start to tell a different story and show a different narrative right now, because life is good and it's only gonna keep getting better now that I'm so excited again to like get back to Jamaica and get back to what I know and love. All right, let me guys know if you still need more clarity on a few things, and if you have any more questions down in the comments. I am also changing over my name from Mo the Traveling Jamaican, because as I said, I'm just, travel and me right now is, we've broken up. We've taken a pause. So I'm changing all my socials and everything over to Monique from Kingston, because that's where I'm from Kingston, Jamaica. So if you want to find me on Instagram, you look for Monique from Kingston. On TikTok, it's Monique from Kingston. And I will be changing my YouTube handle to Monique from Kingston, because that's where the channel will start to go. I'm so excited to take you all on the journey of like apartment hunting and decorating my apartment and grocery shopping and food and my nightlife. A lot of y'all have asked to see in this nightlife that I love to talk about so much. So I will take you on like glimpses of the things that I like to do when I'm in Jamaica. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. I will see y'all in the next one. This is Monique from Kingston, Jamaica. Talk to y'all soon.